Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, it's been a while since I last posted. It's been forever. Like, all of this just makes me so anxious because it's been so long. I didn't even remember how to set up my whole thing, my tripod and the camera, and I think I spoiled something on the way. Like, it just all feels very new, so expect a few ums and ums and a lot of confusion and going on a tangent and all that. Just forgive me guys, this feels very new because I took a whole year's break. I mean, you're gonna forget a few things. Two disclaimers. The first one is we are currently having load shedding. For those of you who are not in South Africa, load shedding is like when you don't have electricity for a period of time that they schedule. For us currently right now it's 2.5 hours. So I live opposite an office block, and that office block has a generator, so the generator is making noise, and so if you hear some buzzing, that's from the generator. That goes to my second disclaimer. Because of the generator, I had to close all the windows in the house so that you guys don't have to hear too much of the noise, and because of that you're gonna hear a lot of echo kind of audio, so the audio might not be as pleasant on this video, so please bear with me. First things first, I just want to thank you guys so much for waiting. I know we gained about 150 new subscribers even when I was not posting anything, and a couple of my videos actually did well when I was not here. So imagine if I was actually here, how I would be doing. But anyway, thank you so much for waiting for me. I don't know why my nose is so itchy, guys. Do you guys get that? I only get that when I have makeup on. That's when my nose gets itchy. Anyway, going on a tangent. So thank you so much for waiting for me. I really don't take it for granted because I mean, y'all could have just decided to unsubscribe and move on to the next content creator, but you guys are still here, and I just want to say thank you so much. So let's talk about 2019, and what happened was so many things happened, and those many things that happened is what caused me to not be able to be on social media. Well, I kind of was on Instagram, so if you guys are not following me on Instagram, there's a lot that went on there. I kind of did post on stories and a few posts here and there, but it was not consistent. So back to 2019. The reason why I chose to take a hiatus is because I would be giving you very inconsistent content, which I think not being there is better than inconsistent content. I don't know if that makes sense in any way. Over the past few years, I haven't been the most consistent because it's been something, it's not just been purely, I'm not a pure content creator. That's not the only thing that I did at the time. So you find like something happens in your life, or you didn't plan for it, and then you end up ghosting your people, and I didn't want that to happen 2019 last year. And I don't know if you guys, there's a video here that I asked you guys, especially the people on Instagram. I asked like, what is the way forward for my content, and I even did a video, I'll plug it somewhere here, where I was talking about my way forward for 2019. So when I realized that it was gonna be impossible for me to keep up with content, I just decided, you know what, I need to take a hiatus, and that's what I did. So that's the reasoning behind why I felt, in my opinion, I'd rather come back when I'm ready to give you my all, ready to give you 100%, versus me giving you bits and pieces here and there. So 2020, here we are. I'm gonna give you the way forward later on, but here we are. Yes. So why did I need to do it? Last year I got married. So I got married. So I'm currently a wife and I have a husband. To one, you know, I have one husband. So I got married, and we had so much traveling to do. I come from Kenya, he comes from Tanzania, so we had a lot of, because we had traditional ceremonies, we'd have to go back home for them. So all that traveling made things slightly harder. I was finishing up with school. You know how it is when you have a project to finish and you have a thesis to finish, the research project, like everything was just a lot. Like when I think about last year, I'm like, how did I survive that? And then on top of that, you're planning a wedding. I also launched a business, guys. I launched during the Cape Town Natural Hair Fest. I'm not even sure if I want to tell you what it's about, because we're still in the phases of establishing what the business is about, but we're gonna, you know, like just setting things up, because I launched, guys. I didn't do any marketing, nothing. I just launched, and guess what, we sold out, I think, a good number. Like I have 4 different pieces of merchandise, and like 4, so we sold out 2 out of the 4, and the other 4 I had like 4 remaining. So we kind of sold out, and I'm really proud of that. So I will be sharing with you about the business very soon. So all of that, it was just too much and something had to suffer. Unfortunately, my natural is what had to suffer. And the unfortunate thing is, coming back right now, it means I'm starting from scratch. Each and every one of you, all 716 of you, I have to start building trust with you again. When I go to Instagram, I have to start building trust with people again, with brands. I mean, I didn't do any brand deals last year, so I have to, you know, you get kind of forgotten because there's new people who come in here every day. For me, it feels like I'm starting from scratch. It feels like I'm starting, like when I was starting back in 2014, it feels like I'm starting from scratch, and which is true, I am starting from scratch. So that has been the effect, and honestly, I don't think I apologize for it. I would have really stretched myself. I mean, with just all that I had to do, the business, finishing up with school, planning a wedding, it was too much. So I think I would have really stretched myself so much if I had taken on my natural. It would just, you guys would have gotten horrible content or something just because I made a promise. I mean, 2019 happened. I have to say, despite being one of the busiest years, it was probably one of my best years. As a person, I stopped comparing myself to other people. You know, you look at your age mates and you look at where they are and you look at what you're doing and you're like, why am I so behind, or why am I not here where I would have wanted to be in my mind at the age of 27? But then last year, something happened that I just felt at peace with me, at peace with my journey, at peace with where I am. So yeah, that's just basically what's been happening with me. I don't know about you guys. What has been happening with you? I know I asked these questions. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I want to know what is going on with you. Like, what's going on with your life? Did you start a channel? Did you start a business? Like, what has been happening with you? I really am interested. Last but not least, way forward with my natural. So if you go to my Instagram, oh, I forgot to mention, we went on a honeymoon, and that honeymoon went to Thailand. So right now, if you go onto my Instagram, there's content that will be coming up on my Instagram. So with my Instagram, what I'm trying to do is, people don't read blogs the way they used to, not the way they used to when we started out, when I started out in 2015. 2014. It's not the same. So I love writing. I love content creating. It makes me happy. You know, when you have something that gives you butterflies, for me that is content creation and writing. I love it. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it. What I'm doing is sort of having my Instagram as my blog. Of course, I'm gonna be posting stuff on my blog, but like the crucial information, because I want to help people out. I want to help people with my experiences and with my knowledge. So with that said, I'm using my Instagram to tell stories. It's not just for me. It's no longer a platform where I'm gonna post pretty pictures. It's for me, it's information based. So everything you want to know about Thailand is gonna be up on the blog. It's gonna come, you know, post by post, story by story. Think of it as Humans of New York, but for myself. I don't know, something like that. So it's storytelling, and that's what I want to do. Same with my Facebook and my Twitter. So that's what's gonna be happening on those platforms. On the blog, I will be posting as much, because I feel like the information that I give on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook is so important. But there's people who don't follow me on those platforms, but they do follow me on the blog. So I'm gonna, or rather, they have subscribed to my blog. Yeah, they have. So that's where that content, I'm gonna be translating that content onto the blog. So the blog is gonna be active. I just decided I'm not gonna try and follow trends and let that die down because people are no longer reading. So I'm gonna have it there for whoever wants to read, and whoever doesn't want to read, well, you have my social media and there's YouTube here. As for YouTube, my plan is to do maybe one video a week if I'm able to do more than a year. But I would rather give you consistent content where, you know, for example, Thursday at 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. Modoni is gonna bring you content. I'd rather have that kind of consistency than try and give you 2 or 3 videos a week and I'm not able to keep up with it 3 months down the line. To the 150 or 100 and something, almost 200 new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Let me cut this off here. Thank you so much, guys. I don't take it for granted. Having people still subscribing, having people still being on here, that's it's a privilege, and I'm glad that you want to listen to what I have to say. So yeah, guys, keep listening, keep watching, keep subscribing, keep following me on Insta. If you're not following me on Instagram, guys, you're really missing out, because I am putting so much of my heart into whatever content I'm putting out this year. Oh wait, I forgot to mention something else. Before I went on a hiatus last year, I had filmed some videos, I think 2 or 3 of them. One with Bailungi, you can see her Instagram, blog, YouTube channel here, and one by Teshi of Style Tech. You can see her information, Instagram, YouTube, everything here, or I'll link them down below. Maybe I'll just do both. So I interviewed them because, you know, I like interviewing people who actually inspire me, people who are doing a lot for themselves and to build themselves. So of course, you know, I'm gonna give you that content. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. This is a real goodbye, and I will see you next time. Bye.